The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. One step from playing in the AFC title game. This divisional round contest is on. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Look out!
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of a defense.
What's that?
2nd and 4. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point to coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Hey, home! Look out!
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
What's that?
2nd and 3. He's got this complete to James Cook. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Half. What's that?
Another try following the sack. Throwing deep for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle them up. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Jets football.
Ready.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
There's Brisson on the ground for the 1st time. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Let's go.
Working quickly here. From the 27. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that makes it 3rd down.
79 Bronco. Go.
Dropping back to throw. throw. It is caught left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, here comes Hall. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. They'll try and throw it here. Buys time, rolling right. And that's going to be batted away, incomplete, so bringing home run away to wrap up our first quarter. Well, no look on his first look at the game, so now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
Here we go, set. Warriors 17. Back at 60.
They'll throw it. Able to hit Hall, complete.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on the football field. But for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going. Timing is everything in life. And timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Into the hands of Elijah Moore. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've got a first to begin the fray.
Half 10. Alert, alert, alert. We go.
Allen on the play action. He's got Khalil Shaquille. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Hey, home, home, home. We go.
To throw again, it's Allen. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Half 10. What's that?
Trying again, following the sack. He's on the move. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Out. Hey, tight, tight, tight. What's that?
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's tackled for a short gain. He gets 2 out of it, but it's going to be 4th down.
Well, Kate, that's a white flag waving if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure I saw any avenue with that run play that was going to result in a first down. It felt more like the coordinator saying, well, you earned that call by the mishaps on 1st and 2nd down. Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here we go, here we go!
He's sending left out of the slot. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
19, come 19!
Back now, pressure on its way. Couldn't connect there. Incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Get up!
Return for McCall. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here.
60 Eagles! Go!
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Shakes himself free. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Hey, I am all for aggressive. You get 4 downs, go for it. You have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Coleman with the grab. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Look out!
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
Half. Gun. What's that?
Allen on 3rd and short. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Look out!
They'll go. Allen. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
What's that?
Throwing now on 1st down. Allen chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Alert! 56! What is that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. For Brock, they saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Bass now to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set!
He sent a man in motion.
Check up!
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Shotgun snap, he'll give the ball. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop with the 46-yard line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Throwing now, off play action. Rolling left, buying some time. He doesn't see a winner he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Their discretion, but a part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down.
69, go! Pass for 11, pass for 11. 7 Pirates, 70 rings, 70 rings.
They send the tight end in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Throwing now from the gun. That was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball out. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The Jets take their first time out. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. He fires one deep down the left side. Oh, he got it! Interception! Taron Johnson has it.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Allen now on 1st down. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
I love throwing that 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute it.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Half 85, half 85.
On 1st down, Allen escapes out to the left. Complete to Shakir. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
1st down throw for Allen. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And it's going to be 2nd down. On is Tyler Bass for the Bills' field goal try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Okay, ready?
First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
They start the drive with Hall. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
Now.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards.
Got it. Ready?
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
19 Lions. Set. 18 Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Check go.
Back to throw now. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun, it's Hall. Cuts it to the right sideline. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
I like that, okay? That's going to keep the defense honest. That proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up third and 8.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 17.
They'll look to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Matt Malone to pick it off. And the Bills are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line pass. Allen from the gun here on third. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Look out!
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
What's that?
Trying it left side with Cook. And he gets him around 6 there. And with Sauce Gardner dropping him there. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Monday. What's that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Now Allen off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete to Coleman. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Still on the move. Coming to the line for first and 10.
Look out!
Working inside the red zone. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
What's that?
Back to the air. Allen. He finds Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Look out!
Got to keep this one and go. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's the Bills with the ball, trying to keep their postseason run going. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
What's that?
Allen setting up play action. Headed out right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Hey, home. What's that?
Allen on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And he drives this forward to the 6.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Half 10. Out! What's that?
3rd and goal for Allen. Getting out to his left. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Amendola able to put it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
They'll start this one out with Hall. Escapes a defender. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Working quickly here. Give on second to Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Protection is always tested against the blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, And it ends just how you expect. The quarterback made a little help to get picked up off the grass.
Connects on the crosser. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Brought in close to the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Regular. Off 52. It's it!
From the red zone now. On the move, headed right.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
We go!
And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead. Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go!
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Gonna set this up quick.
60 back.
Another try following the sack. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Setting up a throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
And on 4th down,